Mark Daly for Task Force TV at the Supreme Court. It seems, Ray, that every time I meet you at the Supreme Court, something historic is happening. So what on earth is going on today for those who are maybe trying to figure it out?
Well, today is a very exciting day, not only for same-sex couples and their families, not only for the LGBT community, but for our country. We have the Supreme Court behind us and the Capitol right in front of me. And this is historic because inside the court right now, lawyers who are the top in the land are making the argument that our families matter. And I have been out here for hours talking to people. I got the chance to talk to a lot of young people who've taken off from school who are here today because they care about this. They care about it for their families, for their classmates, and for the country.
And do you think the justices actually pay attention to these protests? I mean, I haven't read anywhere where it says, I paid attention to that protest and I voted this particular way.
Well, if what you're asking is have the justices paid attention to the movement in our country in people's care for their friends and their family and their coworkers, the movement in this country of public opinion, and the movement in this country, state after state after state, where people are getting married, how could you not pay attention to that? So I don't know about our rally out here. I think they're doing very important work. But what I do know is that for the last year in particular, they could have taken the opportunity to stay the cases, but they have let people get married.
Interesting situation with marriage because, of course, there is the general expectation that this will be a positive ruling, and, of course, I think everyone has their fingers crossed about that. But marriage doesn't solve many of the issues that LGBTQ people face, right?
That's correct. Marriage doesn't solve all of the challenges that we face as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people. It provides some very important protections that if people choose to get married, they should have that opportunity. But what we also know and what we've seen across the country for the last number of years as people have gotten married is that it doesn't change that we still have immigrants in this country who want to become citizens, who want to become part of society here. It doesn't change the bullying that's going on in school. It doesn't change the high rates of poverty, and it certainly doesn't change the violence that is being experienced, particularly by transgender women of color. So we have our work cut out for us. We are very aware that even today, as we celebrate with thousands of people here across the plaza in front of the Supreme Court, we've got our work cut out for us, and certainly, at the task force, we're not going to stop.
So what do you think is the most important issue facing the LGBTQ movement right now, apart from marriage?
There is no way to pick one important issue for this very reason. Every single one of us is a whole person, and we have our own experiences. What we want is a society, a world in which every single one of us can be fully free, can be fully out, and fully safe in every single area of our lives, whether that's in the workplace, walking down the street with friends, in the schools, or in our places of worship. That's what we want, and all of it's important.
And of course, hence the tagline, right?
Be you.
Rea Carey, always you, and thank you so much for giving us a very vivid picture here at the Supreme Court today.
Thank you.